This is Randall Levels coming to you once again with 5 ways to attract people to you. Hey, it doesn't involve you being wild or zany. Some people have that kind of personality, but some people don't. You got to work with what you're given, and even though some of our talents aren't as great as others, you're still given a special talent that will attract people to you. And if you work with what you have been given, you work with your talents. I've watched people grow to levels that I never thought that they would grow to, but they perfected what they had. They perfected that one thing about them that was so special that nobody else had. And it's kind of like your DNA. No one has a DNA that is quite like yours. No one has the ability to be there quite like you do for someone else. And in this video, we're going to talk about caring. To be there in caring. A lot of times, as I mentioned before, you get home from work and you're drained. Many of us don't even work a 9 to 5 anymore. We're taking up overtime as much as we can. We're taking shifts that we do, and when they call us in, somebody didn't show up, we need this extra. They're going in, you're going in. And you come home and you're just drained. There's nothing left of you to give to anyone. And that is the most damaging feeling that I have ever felt in my life, where I can't give to my children. Right to this day, I really look forward to coming home and doing their homework with them and making sure. Once I finally got it, once it finally clicked in my head that I needed to care more, care about them, and I couldn't always buy them the best shoes or the best clothes, but I was able to care, and I was able to be there with them at their volleyball games, and to be there with them for their banquets, and to be there with them for a lot of functions that they had to go to school for them, and to bring them cupcakes. And you have to excuse me for a moment because I am getting emotional right now, but I just feel very, very lucky to have had the type of situation where I can be able to be with my kids, and I need them to be to understand and be happy with me making the choices that I did. But it's kind of hard to make that choice sometimes when you get accustomed to doing something else. And sometimes that's thinking about yourself, your self-worth, and your self-promotion and your self-growth. I know you're doing it for your kids and your wife and your family, but in the end, if it was all taken away, all that promotion and growth, what would be left of you? What would be left of your relationship with your family? And if you can't care more about them with nothing, no money, no houses and no cars, no gifts, if you can't really care about them, what else is there? What is left? And I know that today is Sunday, so I'm just going to say it. Jesus came that we might have life, and we might have it more abundantly. And that's just another way of saying that he cared so much for us that he came, and it goes on further to say that he gave his only son and laid down his life for us. And that is the most ultimate caring that you can do. But you can do that in your business also, and you can go out and get the training, and you can go out and get the exposure. You can go out and try and fail before any of your people ever come in. What would it be like if you were able to get new recruits and they didn't have a failure rate as much as you did? Right now, I just listened to one of my mentors that I listened to, and he was talking about that he had a type of failure that went on when he first started. And this was almost 10 years ago. And he said that he doesn't want the same type of failure and the pain that he felt. He doesn't want us to feel. Now that's caring. That is the actual caring and love of, just people, just everyone in general, that you just can't get everywhere. And if you're fortunate enough to get in a good group and have good good people around you that actually care about you, your life will be so much better. Your business will grow faster than anything you've ever seen, no matter what businesses you're in, whether you're selling socks with 3 holes in it or ticks with ticks on stilts. Anything that you're doing, if you have people around you that care and that are willing to help you and that are willing to share with you and share some of their experiences. This world is seeming, we've had a lot of disasters go on in these last 15 years, wars go on, and we as a people need to come back together. We got to come back together and start caring with people. When I started with this last networking community that I'm in, I started to realize what it was like to have somebody that's never seen you and you're not in competition with them, but they just offer to help you. The questions that you have in your mind that are sitting there, they offer to help you. They just come and say, I'll help you in any way I can, because they know it's not going to take away from them. All it can do is build them up, because then you in turn, you're going to turn and try to help them any way you can. If there's something that you can help them with, you'll give it to them. I first experienced that with millionaires. I used to work irrigation, and I would go in, when you go into somebody's house that, and I hate to say this, but when you go into some people's house that their mentality is, I got to have all the money I got, I can understand why they say that, because they don't have all the money. But when you get to a millionaire, and a true millionaire that understands true wealth and how to get it and has had it, their mindset changes. They don't think the same, and they actually care about you. They're willing to give everything of themselves, because they know that the journey to get there was a hard one, but they know that the experience was better than any experience that they have ever had or could have, was to get to that. There's a lot of people that have a lot of money that are not happy because they didn't get the experience of caring and being able to care and give back to others. That is the most key issue with caring, is being able to give. I'm doing my training right now in a new system that I'm in, to be able to elevate myself to a place where I'm valuable to people. I do want to be liked. I do want to attract people to me. I want to be able to have them say, hey, there's Randy. That's my man. I used to have that as an athlete, but I'm not an athlete anymore. My knees are gone, my hair is falling out, and I'm old and got grandkids. But I still think I'm valuable. And I think that everybody, the one thing that I thought that was most valuable all the time to me, was most attractive to me, was an older, wiser person. I would always listen to them. I would always be up under them. I wanted to hear what they had to say, because I knew that they experienced something that I have never seen before. They experienced it and conquered it, lived through it, something that I have never seen before. So I always reverence someone that has more experience than me, and that has been there, in a situation that I couldn't fathom myself being in. If I got into it, I'd probably tuck tail and run. But that's what caring is all about. And I really, really enjoyed this segment. And in our next video, we're going to talk about, what do we call it? Be there. Be there in sharing. So, for now, I'm out. It's Randy Lowe's.